we're going to show you guys how to make a tea for your garden, a compost tea. And apparently the dog wants to eat my grass for it. Bosley, stop it! But it doesn't take much. You really want to start harboring the good bacteria and fungi. And especially for a plot like ours where there's a ton of clay, we want to find a way to get the good, bacteria, fungi, nematodes, all that into the ground without having to spend a crap ton of money. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so something that you'll need is like a 5-gallon food grade bucket filled with water, not so full that you're not able to pick it up and carry it. And if you're using water from the tap, you want to let it sit for at least 24 to 48 hours to let the chlorine evaporate out of it. Then I'm going to use an all-purpose potting mix. It's compost with earthworm castings and the root boosting mycorrhizae. So, you can use just your regular dirt, but I want to use something that's got a lot of good bacteria and organic matter in it. Then I'm going to be using fish meal 860. It's so good for your plants. Humic and Fluvic Acid. So you can get that into your compost tea just by throwing in, old vegetable scraps and stuff. But I wanted to try and buy some this year, so we'll see how that works out. We'll use grass clippings and little twigs from a tree because they have, again, the good bacteria, nitrogen, all the stuff that your plant needs to grow, which we're going to be making into a tea of, concentrate to fertilize our plants. And then if you want, you can use a fish tank aquarium pump to keep the water going through. Now this isn't required, but something that's important to do is to make this, outside. It's kind of cool right now, but we want the bacteria that grow to be able to work well in a cooler environment. And then I'll make some more, and as the summer months go on, different bacteria will thrive based on the weather conditions. So let me show you how to do this. Alrighty, so here we go. So we have our bucket with our water. First thing I'm going to do is just add some dirt into it. What's that, boss? What are these? Might have just seemed like a lot, but it's really not. It's just a sprinkle of dirt in it, and I'll show you when we're done. Then I'm going to add some fish emulsion, just like a tablespoon or so to a 5-gallon bucket. No, I know you love that. No. Then we'll do the Humic and Fluvic Acid. I believe wherever it is at, it's a half a teaspoon per gallon of water. So, Bosley, knock it off, dog. I'm just going to sprinkle some in the top. We don't want to do too much. I'm not going to do as much as it says. I'm just going to keep it really light. Maybe a teaspoon right there for a 5-gallon. And then the only other thing we need to do is add our sticks. Bosley, don't you dare get my grass. Go on, bud. As you can see, my dog already got all the grass. And I'm just going to break these sticks up small. Make sure that you do not use, sticks from trees that are antiseptic or have antibacterial properties, because we want that. So same thing with like lavender trees, stuff like that. Don't use those. Anything that's fragrant or that kills bacteria, don't use. And then the last thing that we'll do is add in grass clippings. And then I'll bring you guys over and show you what it looks like. So we've got a nice layer on the top, if you guys can see that there. Just a thin layer of dirt on the top, the grass clippings, the wood, the fulvic acid, and the humic, and then the fish emulsion. And so I'm just going to get a stick, stir it all together. You let this sit for 3 days, and then you're able to use it. And for seedlings, you want to do like 1 drop of plant, really, like 1 or 2 drops. For the bigger plants, you can use like a shot full. Just give it a shot, once every 2 weeks to fertilize it and to keep your ground with the good bacteria and fungi and everything that it needs to produce. So let me know if you're going to try this. If you've done this before, if you do it a different way, I may end up adding some gypsum to it. Gypsum really isn't that great to be using in your soil, but because we have so much clay, we really have no other choice, and we want to start doing it, working with it this year without spending thousands of dollars on compost to add a layer on top. So we're going to see how this all works, see if we can get a good harvest this year with the hard clay soil, with the heavy clay soil. And yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks so much for taking out the time to watch. Oh, really quick, before I let you go, because I lied. Do not ever leave this bucket full of water if you have small children. You need to put a lid on it. Don't tighten it down, because then nothing will be able to grow. You need the air in there. Lay it on top and put it up high enough that your children cannot fall in it. If a baby falls in, they aren't getting out, they're going to drown. So please be safe when you do this if you have small children around. Thank you.